Fry finally gathered the courage to propose to Leela. At the dinner table, a clam with a ring hidden inside was brought out. Just as Leela opened the shell to take out the ring, it suddenly snapped shut, biting off her hand. But Fry didn't panic. He calmly pulled out a remote control and pressed a button. A flash of white light filled the room, and time rewound to the moment the waiter first brought out the clam. This time, Fry quickly pried it open with a fork, avoiding the accident. However, when Leela opened the clam again, her expression wasn't one of joy. She looked hesitant. Seeing that, Fry felt a little heartbroken. He told her she didn't need to answer right away. She could take the afternoon to think about it. If you agree, he said, come find me at the restaurant on top of the Empire State Building at 6:30 tonight.
And if my answer's no?
Then just don't show up. I'll get the message.
So why did Fry finally get the courage to propose to the woman he loved? A few days earlier, Fry and Leela had been at an amusement park. An unexpected accident sent Leela flying into outer space. Fry thought she was gone forever and broke down crying to Bender. Fortunately, Leela had survived. She'd hidden inside a toy during the chaos. That scare made Fry realize how much she meant to him, and he confessed to Bender that he was going to propose. That evening, Fry waited anxiously on the rooftop. When he checked his watch, it was already half an hour past the meeting time and Leela still hadn't come. Believing she had rejected him, Fry was crushed by despair and jumped from the top of the building. As he plummeted, Fry saw Leela rushing toward the rooftop wearing the engagement ring. Then he noticed the building's clock read 6:25, while his own watch said past 7 o'clock. That's when it hit him because of the time rewind device. His personal timeline had kept moving normally, which meant Leela hadn't rejected him at all. She had said yes. Desperate to survive, Fry frantically pressed the rewind button over and over again, trapping himself in an endless time loop. After countless repetitions, his friends finally arrived to rescue him, but by then, Fry was exhausted and stopped pressing the button, falling to his death. To save him, Leela used the remote, and with everyone's help, they managed to bring Fry back. Unfortunately, the professor was torn apart by the time rift, and the device was crushed in the chaos. It released a surge of temporal energy, freezing time completely except for Fry and Leela.
Everything but us is frozen!
Wanting to complete their dream wedding, Fry and Leela carried their frozen friends into a church the next day. There, surrounded by motionless witnesses, they exchanged vows in the quietest ceremony ever. Afterward, they decided to travel the world together for their honeymoon. They crossed off one wish after another from their bucket list, growing old side by side. In the end, they returned to where their story began, the top of the Empire State Building. Just then, the professor appeared alive again. He told them he had finally found a way to restore time. Fry handed him the broken remote, and the professor quickly fixed it. Then he explained that once they pressed the button, all their memories of this frozen timeline would disappear. Fry turned to Leela and asked softly,
Wanna go around again?
I do.